We had an outfit change.
Outfit change, yeah. I had to get rid of the revenge dress. I was over it.
Was it called the revenge dress?
Yeah, it's time to move on. So I
feel like did you get revenge tonight?
No, no, absolutely not. But it was good. I mean, it was a nice start to being able to kind of like share my story.
Yeah. I mean, I know that we'll just jump right into it. You know, talking about Paul's comment about you not being the mother of his kids.
I struggled with, at least in terms of envisioning Micah as like, you know, a mother. I think for me it was like difficult for me to do.
I know that you guys hashed that out, but did that provide any closure to you, or did it seem to create more questions for you, or is it now that you're a year past this relationship, now it's done? Like, you don't need to worry about this anymore?
Yeah, I think it did create a little more confusion for me. Going into tonight, I was kind of under the impression that, you know, he didn't mean it like that. Like, that's kind of what he was feeding me before I got out there, and his response didn't really necessarily add up like that for me. So it was a little bit hurtful. I think, honestly, watching back the last episode was hard for me. I think I've always kind of held a little place in my heart that maybe there was a future for Paul and I. And after hearing that, not only is there obviously not, but there kind of never was. And I feel a little duped. But, you know, it's fine. I think growing, moving on, and moving forward is kind of what's on the horizon. So,
do you feel like you need to have another conversation with him, or no, that's done?
I don't need to hear anymore. It's okay. I want him to be happy. I want to be happy. I think we've said what we're gonna say. Yeah.
Do you feel like tonight you were able to say what you wanted to say, and basically watching your own actions over again? Do you feel at peace with your experience on this show now?
I feel a little bit at peace. I think there's a lot more to say. There's things I want to explain that I didn't get the chance to. I think there's just so much to talk about that I didn't get to say everything I wanted to. But eventually I'll have that chance, and that's fine with me. Yeah.
Anything you want to say right now? Is there like a bullet point that you wanted to say that you didn't get the chance to?
I think there's a few things. I think one thing that stands out a lot, though, is I never really got to kind of own up to my part in the Irina and I situation. I wish I could have talked a bit more about that. I wanted to explain some of the backstory with Amber and I. I wanted to explain, how I didn't know that she was crying, but I still feel like I needed to own up for being maybe insensitive. I was worried, like, did he break up with her or not? And I didn't really care how she was feeling in that moment. But when she did round the corner, I gave her a huge hug when I realized she was crying. It was heartbreaking, and I felt terrible for being so insensitive.
We also had Zach come out and say that he didn't think that you were going to marry Paul regardless. You were not there to find love, but perhaps maybe fame. I mean, nobody knows what was going on in you except for you. How do you feel like is that accurate? Do you feel like that's inaccurate?
I feel like his comment was so out of left field that I don't even want to give it the time of day. I don't know where that came from. No one wanted to own up to saying that because probably no one said it. I think that he was making a lot of comments to hurt other people during the entire thing. I don't understand, but it's not my business. It's not true.
Welcome to Love is Blind, the reunion. I want to say we are sorry we're late. We are no longer live, but we are now finally here.
Yes.
Knowing what you were in for, and then we're going live at 5 o'clock, and then 5 o'clock comes and you're not live, and 5 o'clock becomes 6 o'clock. What was going on in your mind between 5 and 6? Were you like a boxer ready to fight who was then told, nope, back to the dressing room for an hour?
Yeah, I was just anxious. I wanted to get things off my chest. I wanted to be able to have that conversation with everyone. And I honestly just wanted to get it over with. Like, I wanted to have everyone, be able to say their piece. And so I was a little anxious, but happens.
Did anybody say why? It was because,
we broke the internet. We're too exciting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the show's been a huge mess, like drama, social media. I'm not shocked that, of course, it ended in some sort of chaos like that. But
thanks so much, Mike.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Nice chatting with you.